On Sunday, a group of devotees at the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton in Canada was reportedly attacked by Khalistani supporters, causing widespread outrage. Footage showed people carrying flags associated with pro-Khalistani groups. The Hindu Canadian Foundation, a non-profit group, said on social media that women and children were also targeted during the incident. As tensions rose, the Khalistani supporters allegedly began attacking members of the other group, some of whom sought safety inside the temple. This led to a clash on the temple grounds. A couple of such clashes were reported in the past as well, particularly on the occasion of Diwali. This tension is a natural outcome of the conflicting views between the Khalistan supporters and their opponents.
These kind of events have been happening on and off for the last, say, a couple of years now. And sadly, it's happening, after this issue has been dormant for a very long time. And so it's been very sporadic. There is no periodicity or anything like that. It just happens, at the drop of, if there is any kind of a small excuse, that is enough. For instance, here, I think the Hindu groups, in Canada were trying to, have some kind of a, program, to do with Indira Gandhi's assassination. And then I think there was that became the trigger. So similarly, any kind of a small issue vis-a-vis India, it turns out into something completely unexpected.
Following the incident in Brampton, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau condemned the attack and stressed that all Canadians have the right to practice their faith safely. The opposition leaders in Canada also called the attack on the temple completely unacceptable. India also flayed the attack on the Hindu community. Given the current tensions between India and Canada over this issue, the situation could worsen unless the Canadian government intervenes or the Indian community in Canada finds a way to reach an understanding, including with Khalistani supporters. According to experts, a peacemaker in Canada would help, as this conflict originates from India and bringing it to Canada only adds unnecessary strain to the Indian community there.
It's a direct consequence of that. And what has also happened is that within Canada, like the way there are Khalistanis, there is also a section of Indians who are anti-Khalistan and who are very pro-India, etc. So what has happened is this is a natural consequence of the the differences of opinion between the Khalistanis and the people who oppose Khalistan. And considering that relationship between India and Canada is fraught with tensions right now on this issue, this is, I'm afraid, it's just going to get worse, unless the Canadian government steps in and puts a stop to this, or the Indian community comes together and then agrees on some kind of a understanding with both the Khalistanis and within the Indian community. So if somebody should act like a peacemaker in Canada.
This latest attack highlights a concerning pattern of religious intolerance. Last year, anti-India graffiti was found on a Hindu temple in Windsor, while earlier incidents in Mississauga and Brampton also saw Hindu temples being targeted, prompting strong reactions from the Indian community in Canada. It is now up to the Canadian government, either under Trudeau or future leadership, to handle this responsibly and sensibly.